JCOEOE, St. Louis, oh, Dallas, Leo, Ray, hey, BKCOEOE.
Good morning, everyone. It's JC, St. Louis's oldest living hippie, and I'm here to talk to you about Ron DeSantis, or DeSatanist, and present a raw story about what he just did in Florida. Florida is becoming the first truly fascist state of the lower 48 states in the United States of America. It's truly become fascism in the state of Florida after a bill that was signed by DeSantis that prohibits immigrants from working in the state. That's ridiculous. The whole state of Florida depends on tourism and agriculture. And guess what? DeSantis is now trying to destroy both industries. One, because he hates immigrants, which, his family originally was an immigration story. And he hates Walt Disney because Walt Disney won't honor his don't say gay law. And Walt Disney employs 75,000 fucking people in the state of Florida in Orlando. And Walt Disney, Bob Iger, who's the CEO, says that Walt Disney will not put any more money into developing Disney World as long as this is going on. And there's now rumors that Disney World is going to move to New Orleans. Now, I don't believe those rumors, but at some point, if it became bad enough, Disney World might pull roots and stakes and whatever and leave and find a newer area where it's just as warm and hospitable weather-wise to have Disney World and Epcot. So they're not losing just Disney World, they're losing Epcot too. And I mean, it's really absolutely ridiculous what DeSantis is doing. He is destroying the state that he lives in. I can't believe people voted him in 2 times. He just is ruining Florida. If you're in Florida, my advice is get out. If you're not, don't go there. Don't buy a condo there. And if you're in the film industry, don't make a movie there. Florida is just become a disgusting shithole. Thank you, Ron DeSantis. I can't believe he's going to destroy the agriculture industry as well as trying to destroy a major player for 50 years in the entertainment industry, Disney World. The guy is batshit crazy. It's that simple. Look at the face in this picture below. Look at the way he's got his nose and mouth twisted and puckered. This guy is a number one A loser. I don't know, he's got the beady eyes of somebody who's a criminal or they're insane. I'd go with he's both. He's an insane criminal. Anyway, let's listen to this.
Everybody is in a panic. New right-wing Florida bill threatens huge crisis for industry. A newly signed bill by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis that sharply cracks down on the ability of immigrants to work is setting off alarm bells in the state's agriculture industry, which relies heavily on immigrant labor, reported Scripps News West Palm on Monday. From farming to construction, the law is expected to have a wide-ranging impact on a number of industries vital to Florida's economy, said the report. Some farm workers are already too scared to go to work and are considering leaving the state, which could cause a huge staffing crisis for Florida agriculture. Among other things, the bill institutes new state-level penalties for transporting undocumented immigrants to Florida, imposes new requirements on certain companies to check immigration status, and renders out-of-state driver's licenses issued to undocumented immigrants void in the state. It also adds another $12 million to the migrant relocation program that DeSantis controversially used to round up migrants in Texas and fly them to Martha's Vineyard, Massachusetts.
Fuck.
I've been hearing that probably they will not be sending their kids to school, and they are afraid to go to work, and it's sad. Denise Negron, the executive director of the Farm Worker Coordinator Council of Palm Beach County, said in the report, "This is the people that we have to thank because thanks to them we have food on our tables,"
Yes.
Negron said. Agriculture and farm work is a job that nobody wants to do. During a Thursday fundraiser gala for the Farm Worker Coordinating Council, Negron said she worries for the organization's future as they work to provide social and human services to farm workers. All of this comes as DeSantis, who just wrapped up a legislative session full of GOP wish list items on everything from school censorship to abortion, is preparing to formally launch his campaign for the 2024 presidential election.
Can you imagine this guy becoming president of the United States? If he does, Canada, here I come. Maybe even Australia, but I am not going to live in the United States under fascism. This guy, I mean, if you were a governor, would you destroy your state's economy because of your whims and your petty vendettas against someone who disobeyed you? Well, Ron DeSantis is ruining his state's economy. Excuse me. If this bill goes through and hangs in there, you're going to be paying $25 for a 3-pound bag of oranges, maybe even $50 for a 3-pound bag of oranges, because if they're going to have to be picked by good old white people, union possibly white people, and instead of the undocumented immigrants and even the documented immigrants who work for a lot less and who work a lot harder than most younger white individuals I know. I've worked in doing hanging stone on apartment walls years ago with some young people younger than me, and I'm here to tell you, and I don't mean to insult everybody, but a lot of the youth today have a bad work ethic. They're lazy. They want to live at home with their parents, and they don't want to work as hard as we worked before them to get things done. And their number one problem of the youth today is they believe everything on the internet. So when you tell them something, they go to the internet to fact check you. I can't believe they do that, but they do that. And here's my advice to you about the internet. Don't believe anything you hear on the internet and nothing you see, okay? And only half of what's there may have some true content. I think I said that wrong. Don't believe anything on the internet and only half of what you see. And don't believe anything you hear on the internet and only half of what you see. I'll get it right sooner or later. But the whole point is the internet is full of malicious content. It's full of conspiracy theories, and it's full of all kinds of false information that people are using and thinking that is reliable and true and accurate, and it's not. Anyway, this is JC, Boycott, Florida. This is JC, Boycott, Florida, St. Louis's oldest living hippie, saying Pox Amore, Jack. Have a nice day, 10-4.